Hello, so this is 10 ways nostalgia actually tricks you into mixing your ex. Nostalgia loves to hand you a pair of rose-colored glasses and romance you with versions of the past that aren't necessarily realistic, especially when it comes to relationships. The sad part is 9 times out of 10 you'll fall for it. You lose your grip on reality and start second guessing your carefully calculated decision to move on. So, how do you know if nostalgia is tricking you into thinking you miss your ex? So, number one, you miss him and he misses me, so maybe I was just taking him for granted. Wrong. You weren't taking him for granted. You had a clearer perspective of the relationship then, when you were actually in it, than you have now, weeks or months after you've moved on. Trust your past self. You probably miss pizza when you're on a diet, but that doesn't mean it's good for you. Two, he's changed for the better since the breakup. You run into him at a grocery store and he seems to be doing really well. Maybe he finally has his act together and it's worth another shot. Unlikely. The same way you frantically put on lip gloss when you saw him and posed your work promotion story for execution. He wants to look and sound his best for you too. Three, sponsored. The best dating slash relationship advice on the web. So this is just showing some, talks about some dating relationship advice. It's a site. It's called Relationship Hero. I didn't even realize this was on there. So anyway, number four. We had so many good times together. Maybe I made a mistake. Yes, you did, and no, you didn't. Remember when you decided the bad parts of the relationship outweigh the good? The chances that balance itself out in just a few months are very slim. He's the same person he was, and you're the same person you were. Five, I can't stand to see him moving on without me. Well, of course you can. This has as much to do with plain old jealousy as it does nostalgia. If you follow him on social media, chances are you're keeping tabs on his every minuscule change in his love life. Stop doing that to yourself. It's going to feel weird watching him with other women while the breakup is still raw. Six, it feels wrong to let the relationship slip away now. That's because you spent so long protecting and fighting for it. Sitting back and doing nothing is like watching your house burn down and standing there. I know it's hard. Seven, everything makes me think of him. The pictures on your phone, the stranger wearing his cologne, sharing those things with the person links you, but that's just part of being human. Yes, those things are special and always will be, but are they a sign you made a mistake? No. Eight, my love for him hasn't faded even a little since the breakup. The truth is, when you really love a person, a part of you will always love them. Sometimes we love things that are bad for us, and that sucks. But don't second guess your decision to walk away. Some of the hardest decisions we make turn out to be the best ones. Number nine, I'm lonely. It might take some time to get used to a life without him, especially if he was your best friend. On the other hand, you might be missing the idea of him and the feeling of having someone. Don't let this drive you back or forward into another relationship. 10, I'm afraid of what my future may or may not hold. Society likes to scare women into thinking singleness is a disease. It's not. You ended it because he wasn't right for you. Chances are you won't die single, but isn't ending up single far better than ending up a miserable married to a jerk who devalues you? And then finally 11, I have this picture in my head that makes the past look perfect. Nostalgia paints that picture, but it's just a mirage. Things were never like that. If you want a shot at your dream relationship, stop looking back and start looking forward. So, thanks for watching.